another legendary song from the patriotic SAMSON in the United States. This one is called Tipping Point. And of course, I'm pretty sure he's going to refer to the murder, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. That was definitely the tipping point for a lot of people on the right. Definitely in the US, definitely in Europe, a lot of people saw that and they said, okay, the left have gone tyrannical, they've gone crazy. We're not putting up with this anymore. It's game time now. So everyone is just ready to go. This is amazing. Let's listen to SAMSON.
Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, and bless his family. I know the devil's hard at work. I can't even fathom all the grief and pain that y'all have went through. My thoughts are nearly impossible to explain, but I'll attempt to. I've already written like 5 intros, so many wasted paragraphs and revised pen strokes. There's just so many things I want to say, and I don't want to say I'm wrong. I don't know how many times I almost threw away this song. But I feel an obligation. I have a platform and people want my observation. This one is complicated, I go back and forth on it. The facts are distorted so much I'm half and half, I'm torn on it. Trying to grasp the scope of this, and so I'm asking if there's more to it. Reading way too much and end up actually just warping it. Too many voices echoing, reporting everything. How you supposed to comb through all these different passages and sort it? There's so much information out there, it can make you feel like you don't know what's fake or real. Way too many Facebook reels. Shit, it's almost like it's done on purpose just to make us chase our tails. I wish someone would wake me up and offer me those matrix pills so I could see through all the tints in the facade, but I can't, so I feel like I should give this up to God.
I love that I said, offer me those matrix pills. The matrix obviously lets you see through all the bullshit, the darkness. Most people take the blue pill. Myself and a lot of other people, patriots, have taken that red and black pill, of course.
Cause it's a lot, and I could use some guidance, cause I'm struggling. I got 2 different sides that are inside of me just tugging. My heart tells me, fuck these nasty individuals, so despicable, fucking trash, I bet they're miserable. Couldn't last in a debate, so they had to get physical. Got smashed verbally, so they resorted back to trigger pulls.
Of course, like, when you get smashed in a debate, guys, then you have to take it physical. When the pen doesn't work, the sword must come out. But for these woke lefties, only the sword comes out straight away. They can't debate you because they know their ideas are wrong.
All he did was talk, he debated, that was all. Never held a position in office or made any laws. He created an organization to display his faith. He sat right in front of your face and had conversations with y'all. He spoke. He never suspended your rights, never signed a single fucking bill that affected your life. What exactly did he do that directly impacted you? Instead of saying a couple of sentences that you disliked, y'all took a couple quotes out of their context and flipped it, cut out the important parts and conveniently left them missing. And even then it still didn't sound that aggressive shit. If you thought that was radical, then we got different definitions.
Yeah, if you think that's bad what Charlie Kirk was saying, you haven't watched my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I'm way worse. Man, these people are just, these are nice guys. Like, these are the nice guys that they're killing and stuff. It's crazy, man.
And you go and compare him to George Floyd, cause he was a father too. Fucking oh boy, what a wild thing to say. I don't gotta even explain, it's 2 way different things. This shit is not even the same. You can't trust someone that you don't personally know, so I can never say for sure that Charlie Kirk would be my bro. But if I were to go off of reputation alone, I would never fucking let George Floyd into my home. And it's got nothing to do with his race or his skin complexion. Nah, it's more to do with his lengthy criminal record. Yeah, it's more because the drug possessions and the robberies and home invasions, I would trust him less around my property. We shouldn't make a mockery of him, I acknowledge that. Just because he was a criminal, we shouldn't pile on that. I won't say I'm glad that he's dead or claim he deserved it, but don't act like for 1 second that this was the same person. Just check out the reactions to their deaths, quite the opposite. Look what y'all did, and look at our response to it. Instead of riots in the streets, we prayed quietly in peace. We never let our emotions go, we tied them to a leash.
Of course, and that was a thing. There's no riots in the streets. But obviously, guys, as well, you know, I don't want to talk about the whole George Floyd thing. Look at what happened with Joe Biden. When Joe Biden got cancer, he got diagnosed with, I believe, was it prostate cancer after his 4-year term in office back there in whenever Trump came in, 2024, whatever, he got this prostate cancer diagnosis. Nobody said anything. Everybody was like, okay, they weren't saying hate comments, but they weren't saying like, they were saying like, oh, hope you get better or whatever. You should not want anyone to die, you know, unless you're like Osama bin Laden or something like that, of course. But apart from that, you know, wanting people to die, that's goofy, guys. That's weird. You know, weirdo. You definitely have a mental illness if you think that.
We never flipped and flew off the handle and got shitty and left the town crawling with vandals and cops spitting. Shit was gritty. What we saw on the channels was not pretty. The only thing we burned was candles, not cities. So get the fuck out of my face with all these comparisons. Y'all are embarrassing. We can't even call you Americans. You follow a narrative, such a typical situation. The minute something changes, these liberals switch their places. There's something wrong with you if you celebrated his death. You say the right is full of spite, but there's hella hate on the left. It's weird, it's almost like this shit melted away your stress. I never saw somebody dying and felt elated or blessed, but it makes sense. Your party's been stirring this shit. There's countless videos of politicians encouraging this. See, they rile up their base until they pile up their hatred. And now look, all of a sudden gun violence is their favorite. The minute Jimmy Kimmel got pulled from the air at night, the First Amendment became the left's most sacred, cherished right. Now no one should...
I love that. He said, you know, as soon as Jimmy Kimmel got pulled, then the left started talking about the freedom of speech. Up to that point, the left didn't want a freedom of speech, guys. They didn't care about the freedom of speech. They said, oh, if it's used in an insulting way or to disagree with my beliefs, then there should be no freedom of speech. You know, but then when Jimmy Kimmel, when he gets fired, then you're allowed freedom of speech. That's how it goes, lads.
At night, the First Amendment became the left's most sacred, cherished right. Now no one should be punished for their words. It's so important. You're right. Imagine being murdered for it. You know, I feel like my music has been pretty moderate. I never lean too hard in one direction or the opposite. Yeah, it's obvious that I'm conservative, but watch my shit. I think I do a pretty good job at keeping my common sense. But lately I've been giving less of a fuck. I got a headache, I'm so fed up with the left and their stunts. From the messages they pump, a bunch of pedos peddling junk. I used to separate you, now I just think everyone sucks. I'll never...
I love that. Yeah, like, me too, guys. Honestly, after the Charlie Kirk thing, I kind of was like a little bit like, okay, you know, before I was definitely more right-leaning, more conservative, but before that, I was kind of like in Ireland, I would see Irish politics and I'd say, it's grand. I kind of give the both sides. Now, it's almost like there's been a bit of a shift. Like, they don't give a shit anymore. They're like, no, the left are insane and we have to stop this. It's good versus evil. Before it was like, oh yeah, I used to separate the left to different people. Now it's a little bit like, okay, like, no, the left are just literally insane, like, for the most part, okay? But of course, not all my opinions are right-leaning. Of course, a lot of them economically and socially, some of them as well are more left-leaning. But definitely you can see the crackpots coming to fruition, coming to the head now. The crackpots are more existing on the left now. It's just crazy.
But watch my shit, I think I do a pretty good job at keeping my common sense.
Me too.
Lately I've been giving less of a fuck. I got a headache, I'm so fed up with the left and their stunts. From the messages they pump, a bunch of pedos peddling junk. I used to separate you, now I just think everyone sucks. I'll never be friends with you, nah, fuck it dog, I'm serious. How the fuck can you relate to somebody who cheers for this? Y'all are weird for this, I'm done salvaging relationships. I ain't picking up broken pieces off the ground and saving it. If you can't say that this is bad and just agree it's heinous, then I don't give a fuck if you unfollow me or hate this. It sucks, this shit has done massive amounts of damage, and you know, it's probably exactly how they planned it.
Oh, that's fire. I love it, guys. I love it. One of his best songs ever. That's fire. He said that's probably how they planned it. Literally, I think a lot of this stuff is planned, definitely, if you want to go into that rabbit hole. But it's true, guys. He said, you know, I don't separate anybody anymore. Everyone sucks. He goes, I'll never be friends with you. Nah, fucking dog, I'm serious. How the hell can you relate to someone who cheers for this? I'm kind of like that as well, guys. I'm like, at least I don't agree with half the stuff Charlie Kirk ever said. Probably 90% of the stuff I didn't like. I didn't even like the way he wasn't like this masculine guy, like, you know, like Wes Watson or Tate or one of these guys. I prefer a guy who's able to fight and do stuff. I wasn't a fan of Charlie Kirk at all. But I knew right from wrong, guys. I know that saying that a guy should be murdered is disgusting. And that's the bottom line right there. He said, y'all are weird for this. I'm done salvaging relationships. I'm not picking up broken pieces off the ground and saving it. For sure. If you can't say it's heinous, then I don't give a shit if you want to follow me or hate this. Me too, guys. You know, bro, to be honest, if anyone ever wants to be like, I'm not friends with you anymore, good. Don't even text me, because I'm not going to reply to your bitch ass. I don't even care, guys. Oh, Chris, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. You're too crazy. I don't even give a shit, guys. I don't care, bro. I do not care. I think a lot of people are very like, oh, you know, what should I say on camera? I don't give a bollocks, guys. I don't give a bollocks. You know, straight up, man. Just stop texting me. How about that? I love you guys all. If you want to support me so I can help support you guys push back against the mainstream media in Ireland and abroad, and of course the crazy Irish government and all the crazy woke lefties, let's throw everybody in there because that's who I'm fighting back against. Hit the join link underneath the video, become a member. We have 31 members now, so Gains Gang strong. I love you guys all, like I said. Peace be upon you, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.